In the previous few sessions, we have been saying about measurements and in particular about time. In the last session, we saw how to convert times in 12-hour format to times in 24-hour format and the vice versa. In this session, we will see how to calculate the duration between two times. So for example, let us start with this. If we take the 24-hour format first, let's mark that. So this is the 24-hour format. I want to find out how many hours have passed between 0400 hours to 1500 hours. Okay. So I want to find the duration between this time and this time. Since it is in 24-hour format, I can directly subtract from 15:4. So essentially, it is 1500 minus 0400. So this is direct subtraction. So this means it is 11. So totally 11 hours has passed between 4 o'clock in the morning and this 15 is actually 3 in the afternoon. Okay. So now let us check or convert this into the 12-hour format and see if this works. 0400 is nothing but 4 a.m. and 1500 hours is nothing but 3 p.m. Okay. Now let us see if a time that is given in 12 hours format, I want the duration between the two. So in order to do that, let us first draw a number line for the number of hours of a day. So we start with 00, which is midnight, and then we have a 12 noon in the format. Further, this is like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock p.m. right? That's how we write it in the 12 hours format. So if I mark the duration, for example, I want to find the duration between 4 a.m. and 3 p.m. I can do it in this way. So between 4 a.m. to 12 noon, I can find out what is the number of hours that has passed. Let me mark 4 a.m. somewhere here. So if 4 a.m. and 12 noon, I can find out the number of hours passed. How I can do? I can directly subtract 12 minus 4. So I'm going to get 8 hours. Okay. Now between 12 noon and 3 p.m. I will find out how many hours have passed. Okay. 12 is like a 00 unit. So between 12 and 3, how many hours have passed totally? 3 hours have passed. So now I can add this 3 hours to this 8 hours. So it becomes 8 hours plus 3 hours, which is 11 hours. This is what we got in the 24 hours format also. So remember, if the format of time is in the 24-hour format, we can directly subtract and find out what is the duration or time that has passed between any given two values. For example, if it is going to be 5:30 hours or 0530 hours and say for example 1400 hours, I want to find out the duration between this. So what happens? I am putting 14, this is 00 and then 5, this is 30. Remember how we subtracted time when we did the time measurements? So here I am going to borrow from here 1 unit. So this 4 becomes 3 here and 00 here now becomes 60, correct? Because 1 hour that you borrow is giving me 60 minutes. So 60 minus 30 is 30. 13 minus 5. This is what I need to do. Or 3 minus 5 is 13 minus 5. So this is going to be 8. Okay. So now the time that has passed between 5:30 a.m. and 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1400 hours as measured in 24-hour format is nothing but 8 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. So this is a way to find the duration. Now if the time is given in the 12-hour format, we can draw the number line for the time like this. Measure the difference from any time till noon and then measure the difference between any time from noon to this point. Say for example, this is 6 p.m. and this is 11:30 a.m. Okay, I want to find out the time or amount of time that has passed between 11:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. So if that is the question, I know from 12 noon to 6 p.m. it has taken 6 hours. So I will calculate this and keep this aside. Now the time duration between 11:30 a.m. and 12 p.m. is what? It is going to be 12 minus 11:30. So I am putting 12:00. This is 11:30. I have to borrow. So 12 here becomes 11. 00 becomes 60. 60 minus 30 is 30. 11 minus 11 is 0. Which means 30 minutes has passed. Okay, this duration is 30 minutes. So 30 minutes plus 6 hours. So the duration between these two times is 6 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. Now let us again calculate the time for another hour. Let us do it in 12-hour format because that involves a little bit more calculation. Okay. So let us calculate how much amount of time has passed between, say for example, 7:20 a.m. to 4:40 p.m. I want to find out how much time duration has passed between these two times. Okay. Now what happens? Let us draw the number line. 12 is the midpoint. So I am putting that. And between 12, I am marking 4:40 p.m. here. Okay. Now this duration is straightforward. The time between 12 and 4:40 p.m. is nothing but 4 hours and 40 minutes. Cool. So that is written directly. Now I need to find out what is the time taken between 7:20 a.m. to 12 noon. So first what we will do, the next immediate number after 7:20 hours is 8:00 or 8 a.m. Okay. So now let us find out the time taken from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. which is 4 hours. Okay. And then from 7:20 to 8, let us find out how much time it has passed, which is nothing but 40 minutes. Correct? So 1 hour is going to be 60 minutes. So from there I am subtracting 20. So that is fetching me a 40 minutes. So from 7:20 a.m. to 12 noon, it takes 4 hours and 40 minutes. And from 12 noon to 4:40, it takes another 4 hours and 40 minutes. So now let us add these 4 hours 40 minutes twice. So it is 4 and 40 here. Now what happens? 40 plus 40 is 80. But there is nothing called 8 where I have to reduce this to 60, right? So I am subtracting 60 from here, which is getting me a 20, and I carry over a 1. Because I am subtracting 60, I am carrying over a 1 here. So it is 4 plus 4, 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So the total time duration between 7:20 a.m. and 4:40 p.m. is 9 hours and 20 minutes. Okay. So let us do another small problem just to be clear that we have got this right. So let's check what is the time duration between, for example, 10:11 a.m. to 3:16 p.m. Okay, this is the time and I want to find out how many hours and minutes have passed between these two. So now let us draw the number line again. So 12 is a midpoint. From 12 to 3:16 p.m. we know it is 3 hours and 16 minutes. So that part is very clear. Now what we need to calculate is from 10:11 a.m. to 12. Okay, so we will mark this as 10, 11 and 12. From 11 to 12 it is exactly 1 hour. So that is also we noted. Now from 10:11 to 11 o'clock, how much is the time? So I am going to subtract from 60, 11. Correct? This is 11, sorry. So this I am going to get a borrow. 60 means this is becomes 5. This is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 5 minus 1 is 4. So totally from 10:11 to 11 o'clock it is 49 minutes. So from 10:11 a.m. to 12 noon it is 1 hour and 49 minutes. Correct? Now this duration is 1 hour 49 minutes. I have another 3 hours and 16 minutes. So I'm going to add the two. 9 plus 6 is 15. So this goes as 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 65 is greater than 60. So I'm going to do a subtraction. So this gets me 5. Since I'm doing a subtraction, I'm also doing a carryover here. So it is 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So it is 5 hours and 5 minutes. Okay? Clear? So in this, we'll close this session. In this session, what we have seen how to calculate the duration between any given two times. If it is in the 24-hour format, it is direct subtraction because the whole format is universally returned. So you can do, we know already how to subtract between two times. So 24-hour format, the duration is going to be very easy. However, if it is in the 12-hour format with AMs and PMs, then we need to do an appropriate calculation till noon, and from noon we can have the secondary value, and between that we are summing it up and then finding out the total duration. Okay, so this way we can find out the duration. Now if there is a time between, say for example, this time is going to be 1 PM and this time is going to be 7 PM. What is the time here? Then it is lying on the same side of the number scale. So I can directly subtract here. So just 7 minus 1, 6p. So that the duration between these two is going to be 6 hours. So only if the times given are on either side of the afternoon or 12 noon, we need to calculate the total duration in terms of two numbers. Otherwise, we can directly subtract like how we have done in the 24-hour format. With this, I'll close this out. Please work out a couple of problems. In the next session, we will talk about leap years, how to find out the days and dates of given years, etc. Okay? Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.